Guru Beauty. Today I want to let you know about the GHD V Pink Diamond Professional Styler, and I'm going to show you how I use the GHD curler to curl my hair for a casual sort of beachy hair down with a few waves in it, and then also this updo, which I absolutely love. I've been wearing this one quite a bit. It's just a little bit different to your regular bun or ponytail. It takes a little bit more time, of course, than those hairstyles, but I just love it. It's just a way to sort of mix things up and still have a casual hairdo that doesn't look like you put in a whole lot of effort, but is just something a little bit different. Now, this GHD was sent to me on behalf of GHD. Various retailers are where you can get this GHD. It is available, of course, from this line in many different colors now. I have had a GHD and I still have one that's fully functional. I absolutely love it, and it has lasted me for probably about 3 years now. I think it's fantastic styler. You are paying a little bit more for GHD, but what you are getting there is a 2-year manufacturer's warranty, and you're getting a brand name that is known and trusted and sold by professional hairstylists and salons. So I'll show you a little bit more about this before I go into the hairstyling part of it. But what I was excited about with this pink one in particular was that anyone who purchases this from any retailer is helping contribute towards breast cancer research. Every one of these GHD V Pink Diamond stylers that are sold before October 31st, $20 of that purchase will be donated towards the National Breast Cancer Foundation. So I thought that that was a fantastic deal. I will include links down below to various retailers. GHD recommends a retail price of about $289 Australian for this product. I like to use rye.com.au. They currently have this one listed for about $245. I'll include links down below, but you can get this from various places. GHD is a fantastic product, and of course the pink was something that I could not refuse. Now, what you're getting in this set is a GHD brush. I really like this paddle brush. It really does make detangling very easy and fast. It's a really nice sturdy brush with a cushion, which means it's going to be a little bit gentler on your hair and your scalp. Then you've got the GHD styler. Now the GHD styler comes with a really long 2.7 meter swivel cord. Swivel cord meaning that it's not going to get tangled up and twisted as you curl. It swivels, so your cord is going to stay nice and straight, much more so than something that does not swivel. That's always been something over the years that I have looked for in a hairdryer and in a hair straightener. You are getting a really nice sort of metallic finish here with that pink, and you've got a bit of shimmer on those black plates. Now, of course, that's very aesthetic. Other things to know about the GHD is the fact that the barrel here is rounded. So as you pull your hair through and turn the curler around, it's helping to form a nice even curl in your hair. The other thing that I like to look for as well in curlers is what they call floating plates. So as I press it, you see that there's a bit of give, and what that's going to do is be gentler on your hair and help to hold your hair better than something that's more rigid. Basically, it's forming to your hair and the width of the hair section that you've got as you pull it through. This is also ceramic, which is going to give a more even heat, so you don't have hot spots. This is going to be healthier for your hair. While it is a heating appliance and you're at risk of doing some damage, it's going to be a more even heat. So the fact that you don't have hot spots means that your hair is going to be less susceptible. I would always recommend that you use a heat protection mist. This has also got universal voltage, so if you're traveling around Australia, around the States, the UK, whatever voltage is coming out of that wall, this styler is going to take it. You're not going to be doing damage or starting a fire or electrocuting yourself. Fantastic. So they are the basic things that I love about the GHD. One thing to be aware of is that it just has one single on-off switch. It takes about 20 to 25 seconds to heat up from stone cold right through to the perfect temperature to use this product. It does only have the one temperature. So some people do like a gentler heat. Some people need a really high heat. It's not adjustable on this product, on any of the GHD stylers. That doesn't bother me. I always use a heat protection mist, and I always set my stylers to the hottest setting, just so I'm making sure that I'm getting the best curl that lasts as long as possible. I do recommend GHDs. I have had stylers before that just don't glide through as easily. They don't have floating plates, or they have, you know, uneven, which I know that I'm doing more damage to my hair because they have sort of uneven heating as well on the plate. So when you're using a GHD, you know that you're getting a quality product that's going to last a long time throughout the years, and you're doing the least amount of damage that heat styling is going to do to your hair. And you've got a really nice, attractive little product as well. It's going to make your friends say ooh and ah as you get ready to go out with them all together. So if you want to see how I use the GHD to get a casual, beachy kind of tussled wave, and then how I turn that into a little bit of a casual updo with a difference, keep on watching. So the first thing I'm going to do is just run this brush. It's a lovely large paddle brush from GHD. Nice sort of rubbery coating like a NARS sort of makeup packaging. I'm just going to run that through my hair. Feels really nice, feels like it would take out the knots, very quite sturdy and covers a lot of area. So if you're in a hurry, this is a great brush to use as well. Paddle brush is going to sort of stimulate your follicles and help distribute the hair oils evenly throughout your hair. So that is all nice and done. Then I'm going to spray my hair with some heat protection mist. Today I'm using the Toni and Guy Prep Heat Protection Mist. This is anti-static control. Just a light coating all over my hair. I sprayed a little bit more on before I started filming this video, so I'm not doing as much as normal now on camera. And then I'm also going to spray a little bit of the Toni and Guy Casual Sea Salt Texturizing Spray. So this is just going to help give my hair some texture. This is already second day hair, so for me, day one hair, I really can't get texture. It's just very, very slippery, straight, sort of fine hair. So the sea salt is just going to help to give a little bit more texture, which helps your updos hold and also just gives the hair a little bit more sort of a grunt. So I've just timed this and it was about 24 seconds from the time I turned it on to the time that it beeped and told me it was ready to go. So the first thing I'm going to do is just section my hair, just round my ears, all the way around to the back of my head. I'm going to pop that up with a clip. So what I like to do is just split my hair into two and then grab about a 1 inch section from the back of one side, comb it through, and then I'm going to put the GHD in it, start turning about halfway down and pull it through. And you can see I just sort of turned it away from the face. And then I'm going to give that a curl and put it back behind my shoulder, and that's going to help sort of separate out what I've done and what I need to do. If you use too much hair, you won't get as much of a curl. If you use less hair, you're going to get more of a curl. So just think about that and experiment with how the GHD works for you. See, I've just flipped it 180 and pulled it through to the ends. Curl away. And just guide that hair that's left through the middle of the plaits. See how I'm trying to hold it vertically? That's going to give a different curl to if you hold it horizontally. And I'm just going to curl all the hair in that one direction, about halfway down the shaft, give it a turn, keep it vertical and pull out. Now with that half done, I'm going to bring all of that to the front and use my shoulder as sort of the separator between what I've done and what I haven't done. I'm going to continue to do that all around my head. Now with that bottom section curled, I'm just going to give it all a very light spray. One of my favourite hairsprays I've tried lately is the Catwalk by Tigi Sleek Mystique Look Lock Hairspray. I posted this in a recent favourites video. I love the smell, it's divine. It did explode just about in my suitcase recently, and I kind of didn't mind because everything smells like it and it smells beautiful. So I wouldn't recommend it for plains unless you want everything to smell like it. I'm letting out the top half of my hair, and just around my temple I'm just going to grab a section because that's probably the right width for the GHD, from your ear up to your temple, curling in the same direction as I did with the bottom layer. And I'm just going to spray that layer again. Again, spraying is going to help give my hair some grab which is going to help the updo stay up longer. So I've got basically the hair on top of my head from my temples upwards left to go. At this point I'm going to add some volumizing product. I'm going to use some of the David Babai Instant Miracle Hair Volume Powder. There's a lot of these hair texture, hair volumizing powders out. I really like them a lot. You obviously want to make sure that you just shake on a little bit. I'm just going to shake a bit on here right at my roots, and then just really make sure that I rub it through. It's going to add a lot of texture just to the roots to help hold that hair up right at the base of your hair. Even just use that brush to do just a little bit of teasing. That volumizing powder is going to help the tease stay in your hair as well. And that's it, GHD off, really easy on off switch there. And it'll cool down fairly quickly. So this is what we're left with. I'm just going to give it a last spray for that top section of waves that I put in. Again, this is just a very sort of messy look. You can switch up the direction if you want it to even look a little bit more sort of textured, I guess. And then I'm just going to sort of run my fingers through my scalp just to distribute that volumizer a little bit more. Just to get some body. I need as much body in my hair as possible to do the updo. Now you could leave your hair like this. You could brush it through for a more sort of smooth wave look. You could just put up the sides and just have a really nice sort of, you know, feminine wave that's just cool and beachy and casual and nice for the summer. But I'm going to show you how to turn this into an updo. And I can't remember who it was on YouTube who I saw do this, but I will include a link to her original video. And just sort of grab the front sections of my hair. I'm not going to take that separation all the way back to the back of my head. I'm just going to take those sections and my fringe up and pop it up on top of my head with my clip. I love these alligator clips, by the way. They are fantastic. You can get those at Priceline. Use a little, you know, these tiny little elastic bands that don't have any seams in it. If you can get a clear one, that's perfect, or a color that matches your hair color, perfect. I've got these. I've rated my daughter's stash, so white and bright green, doesn't really matter, it's going to be hidden anyway in this hairstyle. So the first thing you want to do is just basically make a ponytail out of that lower section. It can be really rough, doesn't matter how neat the ponytail is. I think that this hairstyle works better the messier it is. Tighten up that ponytail a little bit. Okay, then I'm going to grab a second one of those little hair elastics because they are rubber. They just don't slip in your hair at all, so you can expect the style to last pretty well all day. Now I'm going to grab my ponytail about halfway, give it a twist and just roughly pop it up basically. It doesn't really take a whole lot of complexity, just give it a twist and whack it up. So I'm going to grab that back end, give it a twist, and then pop my hair lacquey around that. If you've got loose ends, if you've got shorter hair, just make a bun however you can. We're going to try and spread it out and fix it closer to our head. Now I'm going to use these little sort of A-frame clips. You can use bobby pins if you like. I love these little clips. I find that they go in really easily. You sort of slide them in and then pop them back up in the opposite direction and they will stay all day. Now you don't want to completely flatten your hair, so as you're fixing it, just kind of pull out your hair and rough it up and help give it some body while you're fixing it to your head. Just when you think you've put in enough clips, I suggest just popping in a few more And I also like to give my head a shake just to give any hair the chance to sort of flop down if I've got any weak spots that need attention at this point. Now we're going to work on the top half. So take the top half out and just let it flop. I'm always trying to get more body into this section, so at this point I'm just going to make use of that hair volumizer and really get some body in before we start pinning it. Now basically what we're going to do with this section, if you've got a fringe, sort of just style it lightly. We're just going to pull back these sections in a loose kind of way and fix them into a ponytail just on top of the bun that we've just made. Just sort of roughly, you know, make sure that the top bit looks the way you want it to look. Okay, and then you can just sort of tighten that as you wish, checking how you want this section of hair. Find your finger sort of halfway through the center of that ponytail that you've just made. I just like to put both of my fingers up through that hole, pull my ponytail down and through. So it's just sort of creating a bit of a twist, bit of interest there to that ponytail. And we're basically just going to grab the ends that are left and roll them up on top of the bun that we created with that lower ponytail, and just we're going to pin that in place. So stick as many bobby pins in as you feel that you need to, and then sort of just style, I guess, the rest of your hair around the hairstyle how you want it to look. You can bring some ends out, you can neaten it up. If you've got loose ends, you can leave them out. You could use your GHD just to further curl them, or you could pin them back under. So this is basically a close-up of what we've got. And I just love it. You're just basically getting all of your hair off your head for the summer, which is perfect when it's hot and sweaty, and it's just nice and cool and casual. I would love to dress this up for night as well. I don't think that messy hairstyles need to be only kept to cool, casual daytime looks. I think that it's really quite modern now these days to wear a nice casual tussled casual hairdo with, you know, evening wear as well. And you see that on the red carpet all the time. It just helps to give a little bit more grit, I guess, to your evening wear and not be too picture perfect pretty. I really like rough sort of gritty hairstyles with those nice evening gowns or dressing up, whatever. You can accessorize it as well, of course, with a hairband. You could certainly stick a little flower or accessory or a little diamante accessory or something with studs as well in your hair. So I hope that you enjoyed it. I certainly love this hairstyle and wear it all the time, and I do get compliments on it actually. It just looks like a little bit more than your average bun and kind of makes it look like you know what you're doing without being anything too neat and fussy. So I love it. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you do give this a go, definitely let me know how it goes and what you thought, and I would love to hear from you as always. So that's it guys. I hope that you enjoyed watching. This pink diamond is going to be available for a while longer, I believe, but if you are interested in contributing towards that Breast Cancer Research Foundation with the purchase of this GHD, it's a very short timeline. It took me a while to make this video, but that purchase needs to be made before October 31st. So if you've been wondering about a GHD and whether it's worth it, I do really like it. It is a product that is going to last you a long time. It's great quality, and you know you're getting a good product when you are purchasing a genuine GHD. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget that you are beautiful and every day is a chance to show it. Have a beautiful day, and we'll see you all again really soon. Bye.